Previously on Exit Strategy, I quit my job for a life on the coast and battled a storm just to reach Catalina. From there, the road to Monterey, where refusing to quit got me one of the best sea lion encounters of my life. Searching for more, I chased the feeling to Yosemite and down the Southern California coast and found nothing. Gambled on one last trip, the Channel Islands, where a man didn't make it home. This week, we're going right back. Everyone assumed I'd be terrified to get back in the water after what happened. I wasn't. I was terrified of failing. 6 hours driving to Ventura. All I could think about was my car's transmission slipping, and whether I was spending the last of my savings just to come home with absolutely nothing worth telling you about.
Dinner. That's that artisanal bread.
I had no glamorous film crew, no budget, just total financial anxiety in a dark parking lot.
Can't be much worse than last time, right?
By sunrise, the overthinking was over. It was time to find out.
Included, which is basically everything. You know, food and air fills. If you guys need an air fill now, just tag your tanks. We'll start filling you as soon as we leave the harbor. Any questions on how to do so, find a crew. They'll walk you through how to do that. And also we'll be going over how conditions have been. Been out here since Tuesday, so a pretty decent idea.
To him, it was just another day. But to me, it was my last chance. I'd already been here once before, and coming back was already pushing it. If I didn't find a story now, I wouldn't be back. They call this place the Galapagos of the California coast. And honestly, it's beautiful. But I just haven't found anything spectacular yet. But to be honest, I was just happy to be back in the water again. Last dive of the trip. My main camera was dead, and I was down to a GoPro with 20% battery. The captain told us flat out, stay away from the shallow surf. The surge was too heavy, the rocks were too close. But somehow, without even thinking about it, I ended up there anyways. And then the forest opened up. Weeks after watching a man die right in front of my face, I ignored a man with 1,000,000 times more experience than I'll ever have. But it was worth it. Nobody else on the boat got to see him. Just me. It was the first time since Monterey. The weight was gone. I finally had another story. But life on the coast isn't about just finding one story. It's about surviving enough to find the next one.